Thank you for tuning in to Gloves Off Seattle. Your hosts, Patti and Meagan, will be talking about all things Seattle women's hockey. A huge Pacific Northwest welcome to the PWHL. Gloves Off Seattle! Well, hello, and welcome to another episode of Gloves Off Seattle.
Gloves Off Seattle.
Ooh,
We won a game.
we did win a game, and I was just about to say we waited too long.
It does feel like it's been a long time.
We waited way too long to record this. So the game was Wednesday, December 3rd. Mm-hmm.
And today is
Sunday,
Sunday the
December
7th.
7th.
Feels like a lifetime ago.
I know, we were supposed to record Thursday night and then we put it off. And, we've had like sick kids and all kinds of stuff going on at home. So, yeah, we just put it off and put it off. And then we were like, oh, we're going to do it yesterday. And then we didn't do it yesterday. And so here we are, Sunday night, my least favorite time to record. I'll let you guys in a little bit behind the curtain of Gloves Off Seattle. I do not like to record on Sunday night because it means I have like zero time to do any editing or anything. I had because we got to get this out tomorrow morning. So there you go. Meagan, our procrastination is not, we don't normally procrastinate this much. I guess that's
We don't, but you work better under pressure. So I'm expecting just
she's expecting a good episode
podcast.
Because I do. When I was doing my master's degree, the joke was if it wasn't 10 o'clock the night of the, thing being due, I did a lot of writing. I was like, I can't write until I'm up against a deadline. So there you go. There's a little look behind the curtain of Gloves Off Seattle. The other thing is, oh, we're gonna talk about the mugs right now. Okay, Patty's. Well, we're gonna clink. We haven't said the name.
We haven't, but
Okay,
Brian with us.
Brian, clink. So we got new. For those that are watching, we got Torrent mugs. So
We've been wanting these for a long time.
We have. We actually said a long time ago. We were like when it was PWHL Seattle before we had a name. We're like, you guys need to make mugs because we need mugs because we're always drinking coffee during. So Patty is a lefty, and so she likes. Do you like the fact that
I like the fact because when I use it with my left hand, the logo, the Torrent logo is facing me.
Yeah.
And the PWHL is the other way. Megan likes it being right-handed because then everyone else can see the
Yeah,
Torrent logo.
except for where I'm sitting right now, which
Right,
is I'm drinking with my left hand, and so you can only see the PWHL logo. But that's okay
And I'm drinking with my right hand.
Anyway, by our powers combined, you can see both sides of the mug. Either way. Anyway,
Love the mug.
yeah, we do. We love the mugs. They're great.
And we got new merch. I mean, there was new merch.
Yeah, okay, so let's talk about the day. Let's talk about the day. Was there anything else? I think I just wanted to say, like, before we get started before we go back to the Wednesday night game, it's like been a crazy hockey weekend. Like there's been so many games this weekend, and we spent a good chunk of today watching hockey and yesterday watching hockey. So there's a lot of hockey.
Steeped in hockey.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad.
Well, and it's just nice because it's like, yeah, the PWHL is back and like we actually get to see, multiple games a week now, which is just it's lovely. So
It is.
yeah,
Really,
really enjoying it. Enjoyed seeing Vancouver win at home yesterday, and they just yeah, I think that, shout out to our West Coast, Best Coast crew.
yeah,
It was really
rooting for 'em.
it was really good to see them win at home because they needed a win for sure. So speaking of needing a win.
Seattle needed a win.
Seattle needed a win, and guess what, guys? We got it.
Got it.
Spoiler alert. We'll walk through the entire day of the game, but yeah, we did. We won. We pulled it off. So many things
In
to
very
be.
dramatic
Yes, it was
fashion.
very dramatic, which I'm just like, I don't know if my heart can handle us to win this way every single time. Maybe we're a come from behind team. Maybe that's what we are. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see as time goes on. But yeah, first franchise win, first, goal at home, all the things.
We know
we'll
our
talk
goal
about we'll
song.
talk about all that. We'll get there. We'll get there. I don't want to jump ahead. I want to go in chronological order. It helps my brain like walk through it a little bit
Well, it
better.
was a very different day.
It was a very different day. Yeah. So that's kind of, I think, how I wanted to start talking about it is because it was a weeknight
7 p.m.
7 p.m. game, which for us, the two games we've had before, the first one was an out of town game, but it was on a
Midday.
Friday night. No, the first game.
Oh, yeah. It was Friday.
In Vancouver, it was a Friday night. And then our second game was a midday Friday game, but it was the day after Thanksgiving, which here in the United States is like a holiday. And so it was basically like having a midday weekend game. So this was just a much different feel because we both had work that day. Our kids had school that day, and this was actually the first time the kids were able to
Come
come.
with us.
Yeah, the boys came with us to the game. So that was very exciting, and we'll talk about all that too. But we actually had to go separately
Did we had to drive separately
because
because we have kids and jobs.
yeah, and so just the logistics of getting up there, because we just we want to be there for the pregame media stuff, so we can just have the opportunity to ask our interview questions if we need to, but yeah, so Patty
And the post game.
and the
So we
post game
can't.
stuff. So that's the thing is with our kids. So this is, obviously maybe we're getting too much into it, but the whole thing is with the games when we bring the kids, it's like we have to basically pass the kids off during the game. I mean, like obviously we're all sitting together, but we pass the kids off during the game. One of us does before and one of us does after, because we can't drag the kids to the presser, which would be hilarious. I would love to hear our 5, soon to be 6-year-old ask questions at the presser, but I think that the professionals there might not be happy about that.
Might be a little bit frowned upon. Probably.
Yeah, so Patty, you went up early. You
I
talked
went up
about
early.
your,
Got to talk to the coach beforehand
yeah,
and our press friends and got to go back into the team store. But it was nice talking to the coach. I love Coach.
Coach Steve.
I do. I really enjoy his just his the way he talks to us, and he seems like he's genuinely happy to talk to us, and that makes me happy. But it was so long ago, I don't remember the questions. We
Well,
talked about injuries,
yes, and I
talked
will
about
and I will say this too. I did start doing this week because I felt like we had these interviews, we had this footage from the interviews because we record the entirety of the pre and the post game interviews with the team. It's like I wasn't doing anything with them, and we were cutting some clips out, but I'm like, why not just shove them out on our YouTube page so anybody who wants to watch them can watch them? Yeah, thanks, Brian, because Brian was like, hey, can we have them for the world to see? So I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So I started doing that. So I did. I posted. So if you're watching this on our YouTube, or if you have access to YouTube or want to be on YouTube, the both the pregame interview with Coach Steve and then the post-game interview with Coach Steve, and it was Hannah Murphy and Alex Carpenter. All of that is up on our YouTube channel, so you can go watch it in the entirety. You can hear when we ask questions, you can hear when everybody asks questions, and yeah. So I'm gonna start doing that because it's like it's just footage that like we can. I mean, obviously, like I can cut down into clips for social media, but it's also footage that we can just put out to the world so you guys can see what's going on in the media scrums as well.
yeah.
So. Okay, so you went to the pregame, and then this is the really cool thing, guys, is when you're media, you get to walk around the arena prior to the doors opening, and both times we've done this, they've let us in the team store early.
We've taken
We've
advantage.
taken advantage of that. So they had a whole set of new items, but it may look like we're wearing the same sweatshirt. We're actually wearing different sweatshirts. They're the same color, but they had these new sweatshirts. They had new t-shirts. They had new beanies. I mean,
It's stickers
oh
and
yeah,
mugs
mugs
and a
and
giant
yeah,
puck and all replenish of all the jerseys that they sold out of at opening game.
yeah.
And
Well, no, they just had blanks. They didn't have. Did they have names?
I don't remember. I
Because
think they were just blanks.
I thought Sadie said that they replenished.
But they had jerseys.
Like,
They had
yeah, yeah,
sold out.
they
So
had jerseys too. So, and the cool thing that I enjoyed, which we didn't get from the Vancouver game, was they have game day pucks for sale in the team store that have both logos for for our team and then the team we're playing and the date and all that kind of stuff. So we got one for the Frost game and we got one for the Sirens game. So that's
yeah.
kind of our plan, is to get those moving forward. We did get a it's back
We got a
behind.
Vancouver puck, but it's
Yeah,
not the team
not
on
the
there.
but it
Maybe they
wasn't.
had it and it sold out. I went to
Oh,
the team
that's
store
true.
late and it
That's
was
true. It was kind
pop
of
up. I don't know. Do they have a team store? Vancouver?
I don't know.
I
I
don't
know. I know
know.
they have stuff around the concourse because our friend, shout out Ash in Motion, her husband went in search on Saturday at the game for the signed nurse jersey and found it
Yeah.
and got it for her. Oh my gosh.
What a good
Yeah,
spouse.
I know. That's what I was like. He's the goat. She said he went, what did she say? He went full
Treasure hunt
treasure
mode.
hunter. I thought that was so cool. Anyway, so yeah, so it was awesome to get new merch, to have new merch. We're going broke, guys, buying all the new merch.
Yeah. Yes,
It's
we will.
Christmas time and we've got kiddo birthdays and everything and our anniversaries coming up. Like we should not be spending money on Torrent merch, but
Here we go.
YOLO. YOLO.
We have to get saturated at some point, right? And be
Well,
like,
we're definitely getting saturated, but the problem is it will get saturated 50 times over. I've seen your collection of Ducks jerseys and Ducks, gear. It will continue to happen, but it's okay because guys, here's the real. I don't ever have to feel bad about buying boots ever again because I know my wife has a team store addiction.
I do.
Anyway, all in good fun. I appreciate it. When actually Brian sent a picture of the new merch and I called Patty immediately because I was on the way with the kids because I had to wait until the
After
kids
whole
got out of
dinner
school.
debacle.
Yeah. Get the kids up from school, wait in line at McDonald's to get the kids meals. Oh my gosh, it was a mess. But long story short, I'm getting up there and I'm seeing these texts come through that Brian, was taking pictures at the team store. And I'm like, Patty, I was like, you have got to get me that teal sweatshirt. And she thought the one that she was wearing is the one that I wanted. I was like, no, 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 the one that I'm wearing. So anyway, I got it. So
Got it.
I'm happy.
Yeah, I got one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then after the team store,
Then we went to the warm-ups where
yeah. So we
getting ready.
finally
Yeah.
arrived.
Yeah.
Me and the kids, and we got down for warm-ups, which was super fun.
Yeah.
Um,
It's different that the doors open and sometimes an hour and a half before, sometimes an hour before.
I think it was an hour and a half before for
It
opening,
was an hour and a half before for opening night.
but I think it was because they had all the early stuff.
Okay. Yeah, they had some early stuff, but why can't it be an hour and a half every time? Like
Okay.
I'm used to that. Like I'm a creature of habit and I
Okay.
don't know. But well,
I
it
think
was
because
fun.
I think for the bad K-word games they only open an hour before
I
too.
think
So
so.
yeah, so I think that
I
that's
think
pretty the usual. The usual is an hour
yeah.
here. So
I'll have to get used to that. So we're in warm-ups and the
right.
boys came in their gear. Our oldest wore a sweatshirt,
Yeah, he
even though
wore.
he didn't want one. He didn't want to wear one.
Well, we asked him if he wanted us to get him. We're like, do you want some merch? Because he is almost 11 years old, but he's like a full-grown adult size. Like he can wear the same size as we wear. So it's like, do you want your own stuff or you just want to wear something of ours? And he's like, oh no, I don't care. I'm too cool if it's cool. Like I don't want my own stuff. I'll just wear something yours. I'm like, okay, fine. So I put him in the original PWHL Seattle sweatshirt that I had. And then for our little one, I think we got him a t-shirt
A t-shirt.
at the opening, at the home opener. Anyway,
Was the home opener? No, it was one of the practices that we could do.
okay. Oh
Yeah,
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 at the Iceplex.
yeah.
Um,
Crack an Iceplex.
right. So then he was in his Torrent t-shirt. It was really cute. So yeah, there's a picture of all of us. Maybe I'll post it. I'll post it and I'll hurt the kids' faces. So we don't put our kids on the internet, but it is a cute picture with all of us. So I'll hurt the kids' faces. But the really fun thing that happened during warm-ups, I'll let Patty tell the story because I've been doing a lot of talking.
Oh my gosh. So Kayla Barnes, thank you so much, gave our little one a puck and he was pleased as punch. He was so stinking happy, like holding it in front of his face and making faces and oh my gosh. And we should have it. We should have brought it. It should be on here. But
Oh no, it's not our puck.
it's not
Oh
ours.
no,
And
he
he
made sure
told
we
us
know it is not our puck. Like that's his puck. That is his puck. It is his puck.
we're never gonna get a game day puck.
We're never gonna get a game day puck because the kids are always gonna get them and is gonna hoard them because we said we were gonna say the kid's name. I know,
You'll hard it
whatever.
out.
Whatever. Well, maybe I'll bleep it out. But anyway, so yeah, so
He's
that's his
enjoying
puck.
it.
He was very, but it was just really cute because Kayla skated up and basically they have the photographer hole, I don't know what they call them, but the photographer holes, right?
Mhm.
So she's like pointing to him and telling the photographer like give it to. And I'm just like, oh, pays to be cute. He's little and cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
He got a fuck.
Yeah, he was really
He
happy.
was very happy. Okay, so then we got to our seats for puck drop
Mhm.
and
Got the kids some snacks.
yeah, yeah. And I feel like we're finally getting used to like where our seats are, like where everything else is around us, that sort
Hmm.
of thing.
Filling
And
our water
so filling the water
bottle.
bottles, yeah. That's a pro tip if you don't know, you can take I'm holding up and you can't see it if you're listening, but like a clear, water bottle. They say clear. I don't know if they're gonna check if it's not clear, but clear water bottles that are empty into the arena, and there's water bottle filling
Everywhere.
stations
Yeah.
everywhere, so you don't have to buy water if you bring in a bottle. So we bring in bottles with us. to
Because
fill up because we're
I'm
cheap.
cheap.
Anyway, so then puck drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Puck
game
drop.
starts. So we're very excited, and that it was. I want to talk about the crowd too because I was worried. I can't even tell you, like in my little heart, I was worried. It
Because
was
it was slamming full for opening
oh my
night. I
gosh,
mean,
open it.
it
Yeah,
was full to the brim.
yeah.
And we knew it wasn't going to be the same.
Yeah. So I will say I do really appreciate Climate Pledge Arena. I hadn't been there before when the upper sections were closed off, so I didn't know what the feeling was going to be. But it doesn't like because they curtain them off, it doesn't make their arena feel empty, which is so nice. It's so nice because I think had we been able to see the emptiness of the upper seats, it might have felt more empty. But the final number was like 8,600, which for a week, a weeknight game
It's really
is
good.
good, is very good. I mean, obviously it wasn't the 16,000 that was at our home opener, but again, that's a weekend game. So it'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see when we have another weekend game, which isn't coming up for a little while, what the difference in attendance is going to be. So yeah, so it was hopping, it was electric, it
People were
was fun. Yeah,
dancing. People
dancing.
were, oh my God.
Yeah. And the kids were having fun. So I mean, for me, it was a much different experience because I was half parenting, half fanning. Like I had to,
Mm.
like I just had to kind of, be both things. So
And it's hard to do both,
yeah,
when you're
it
there.
is.
It's really hard,
Yeah.
especially with the little
With the
one,
little one. Yeah.
because he requires a lot of energy and we responsible for that.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, but I feel like Climate Pledge is very kid friendly. I don't feel like it's a not kid friendly place. I feel like the fans are super kid friendly. Like I didn't feel like it didn't feel like, oh geez, like I shouldn't have my kid at this game. No, it didn't feel like that at all. Like it felt like, it was just a really fun electric atmosphere.
yeah.
So puck drop happens, and of course we're excited because we're like, okay, we're gonna finally hear our goal song. Are we gonna
We're
finally,
gonna
is it
do
gonna
it. We're gonna
happen?
do
Like,
it.
are we gonna, yeah. So, and then immediately, like 3 minutes in, they score.
They score. Yeah.
So, Peyton Levis, I think is how you say her
Mhm.
last name. I apologize if I'm saying that incorrectly. But she did score within the first 3 minutes. But that was after we actually had a penalty in the
We killed the
first
penalty off.
19 seconds that we
Mhm.
killed off. That was bad girl Brownie. She can't stay out of the sin bin to save her life.
I
So
don't remember it exactly, but I remember thinking I think that it was a good penalty at the time. So,
there was a couple of, especially her. There was one at the end too
oh
that I know we'll
yeah.
talk about that it was like, I was like, yep, I get it. I get why she did that,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
So we were down one
yeah,
nothing early, and it started the same way against the Frost, so it's hard.
yeah.
It was hard to deal with that, but you know what? Murphy kept us in it.
Oh yeah. So that's the other thing that we didn't talk about is that Hannah Murphy, I don't want to say second goalie, but I think we can call her the second goalie. Uh,
She's backup goalie.
backup goalie, they O'Rourke decided to put her in, and you guys found that out in pregame. Like
Mhm.
he said in pregame because somebody asked him a question about Schroeder's new mask. I think because they finally all their masks finally came in, which is just like
And I think the
fabulous.
question was too about who's more ready or
Oh
more
no, that's
excited about
true.
playing against their
I'm
previous
playing
team.
about playing against New York, and he was like, "Okay, like anyway, you can go watch the interview. It's on our YouTube
Yeah,
channel."
yeah,
But
yeah.
what he said was, "Okay, I'm going to spill the beans, guys. Murphy starting." He's like, "Murphy starting," and I was like, when Patty texted me that, I was like, "Oh no!" I was like, "Shoot!" Like I've never. I mean, like she's untried in the PWHL, so
So young. She's
it's.
so
I know
young.
she's the youngest person on our team.
Yeah,
All these things, and it was just I was like okay, like here we go, we're gonna find out. But
we found out.
yeah, we found out. Yeah, for sure. Hannah Murphy, besides that one goal, like she
Stood
stood
on
on
her
her head.
head. She did a great job and kept us in the game the whole way. I mean, we're not going to talk about this play by play, but
Right,
she kept us in the game the entire way. And they were out shooting us,
right.
and she was stopping the puck left and right,
Yes.
and really doing a kick-ass job. You did great, Hannah.
Yeah, for sure. So, in the first, the score, it went 1-0 the entire first period. There was a couple of penalties. We did a penalty kill. They did a penalty kill. We did a, I mean, it was like back and forth and back and forth. So, by the second period, I'm feeling a little deflated because I'm like,
Haven't
okay,
heard the goal
we're
song.
down. I still haven't heard the goal song. I'm like, oh my goodness, like, is this going to be, but the really fun thing is that during first intermission, we got to celebrate our oldest. His birthday is actually Wednesday, but we knew that there wasn't a game. That this was the closest game to his birthday, so we put "Happy Birthday" to him up on the jumbotron, which was really fun.
He
We did
loves
it
doing
last
it.
year. We went to a Thunderbirds game and did that, so it was just fun for him. And I kind of gave it away because I had my phone, like I had the video on my phone open, and he's like, "What do you have your phone open for?" And then when the Happy Birthday thing came on, I think he was like, "Oh, really? Again?" Again, he's too cool for school. So
I think he was secretly happy
no,
though.
he was very happy. He had a big
Yeah.
grin on his face. It was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
So we stayed in our seats during first intermission, which we don't normally
Weird for
do.
us.
Yeah, we don't normally do, but we did
Hmm.
that just so we could see the happy
Jumbotron.
birthday. Yeah, see the Jumbotron happy birthday. So
Yeah.
then it became a thing for the rest of the game that the kids wanted to get on the Jumbotron. They wanted to do the dance or do the whatever so that they could get on the Jumbotron, which was really funny. So we'll talk about second intermission after we talk about the second period, but they did end up getting on the Jumbotron during the second intermission. So
Not that we got any
no,
evidence of it.
no, we have no evidence of it, but it did happen. Anyway,
Yeah, it did. It did. Our niece was there and her girlfriend, and
yes,
that helped.
yeah,
They were dancing.
they were
But
dancing. It was
yeah,
fun.
we have to talk about the second
Second
period.
period. Yeah, second period was scoreless for both sides. We had a couple penalties that again, like I felt like the penalties that we were doling out, especially the Emily Brown holding, that was I mean, I think it was a breakaway and she had to stop her in her tracks. Like it
Yeah,
was like no, no, and it was like if I have to wrap my arms around you, which I feel like is what she did.
yeah. I'll do it, and
And
she
you
did it.
said you said something about like you're surprised it wasn't a shootout. So like this is what or a
Penalty shot.
penalty shot. That's
Yeah.
it. So this is I don't understand that. Like when does that happen? Why does that happen?
Okay, well, if you are on a breakaway, and so you're on a breakaway and it's just you against the goalie and you're skating in and someone comes in from behind and trips you, like, yeah, it's a penalty, but it's a huge penalty because it was you one-on-one with the goalie.
Right.
And so instead of calling a penalty, they'll call a penalty shot and allow that player
Right.
to skate in and shoot on the goalie, which is
Right. So
what they
like what
have.
they do in a shootout,
Yeah.
like that's the same. It's
Yeah.
the same.
It's the same thing, and there's no penalty. I mean, obviously it's a penalty shot goal, but it
Right.
doesn't. If you don't get it, you don't get 2 minutes or whatever.
Oh, okay.
It's a
So that's
one-time
it. That's
shot
the
because that's the chance that you should have gotten in the game
got
because
it.
you were on a breakaway
Got it.
and the other team mucked it up.
Got it. So anyway, so
So
I think it was that. I think it was that penalty.
it was she wasn't totally broken away, but Brownie was on the other side of her
Yeah.
and totally wrapped her arms around her from the back.
Yeah.
And so, she wasn't on a full on breakaway, but I was like looking, is she kind of call a penalty, interference, or trip holding, whatever, or pointing at center ice as a penalty shot. So
Yeah.
it was penalty.
So yeah, at that point I was very frustrated.
We
Because
all
we were
were.
still end of two periods, still no scoring from us. So I was just, I'm just like, okay, like what, and like, critiquing the game at that point, like, okay, is it the passing that's our problem? It's the blah 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 blah. And it's really interesting because Coach Steve said after the game, he's like, when we get three, three players on the ice that are on the same page, he's like, we're okay. When we're four players on the ice that are on the same page, he's like, we're really good. And then he's like, when we're all five on the same page, he's
Look
like, we're
out.
lethal. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, he's like, it's just the problem is right now is that they're still learning how to play with each other, like we're still learning how to play with each other. And so I think it's yeah, I think that was his general consensus. And I think that's what we see them get possession of the puck and then they pass it and then they miss a pass or it's
It's
obvious that there's
intercepted.
something, yeah, something's happened. And I'll give New York credit. Like, I mean, their
They were in the
defense,
passing
yeah,
lanes.
yeah, they were in the passing lane. It just felt like, and it felt like the same way with the Frost. It was like every time we tried to pass, it was like someone was there to
Yeah.
intercept or just deflect or something.
Deflect. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
And after 2 periods, I mean, the shots on goal were 20-10 then. So they
they were
were
out
going to
shooting us.
town
Yeah.
and he was there at every turn. I
Yeah.
mean, minus the one.
Yeah.
And I think that she just really locked in after that one. And I think she kept us in the entire game.
Yeah.
And honestly, we thought she should have got first star.
Right, right. So we'll
So
talk, I mean, we'll talk about that after we talk about the goals that actually happened. But yeah, I mean, I think she, like,
she
yeah,
kept us in the
had
game.
she not done, especially, the almost three periods that, there was no scoring from us, she kept us in the game. Like it should have been, it had, had she not been the goalie that she is, and I'm not saying Schroeder couldn't have done the same thing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, had the performance not been what it was, I mean, we would have been behind three. I
Three
mean,
nothing,
yeah,
three
three
four
nothing.
nothing.
Yeah, at that point when we went into the third period. So
Yeah.
I mean, it was just such an excellent job by her, and as her, debut, and she got her rookie lap, which
I
was really
know.
cool. Like she got a rookie
So
lap, as goalie, and as I
cool.
said,
Oh my
and
God.
yeah, so it was really fun. It was really,
And the chants in the crowd that
oh
when
yes,
a couple times she made a save and the crowd's chanting
Murphy,
Murphy,
Murphy, yeah,
Murphy, Murphy.
yeah.
Was really fun to be a part of.
It was. It was really fun to watch. It was really
Mhm.
fun to watch her too, because she's a different goalie than Schroeder is. So
Hmm.
just to see her style and how she, you know, how she tends. Anyway, it
Yeah.
was really fun. So during the second intermission, I spent the most of the time talking to Ava and 365 Hockey Girl and my new friend Elle, who's staffing in the city, and and Becca was with their friend too. So we were just chitty chatting like up on the concourse, and like
I went to the
oh, that's right. The
trinket
trinket
exchange.
exchange that happens during second intermission. And so the kids were with our niece and her girlfriend, and it was mostly the girlfriend that was like they were dancing up a storm in our seats, and then they got on the Jumbotron, and nobody people saw it. Like a bunch of people that we know saw it that know who our kids are, but nobody grabbed their phones fast enough to get it on.
So we have no
To get it
evidence
recorded. So
whatsoever.
yeah, so this is now their white whale or whatever their what is it's a Moby Dick reference.
So yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's anyway that they're going to try and get on the Jumbotron, and they want to make sure that it's recorded
And
next
I
time.
love that. I love that quest for them.
Yeah. So that was second intermission. Anything else happen that
Um, no.
I mean, lots of people came and talked to us, and shout out to everybody who came and talked to us. Angie, I forgot we needed that was like first period, wasn't it? I don't
Yes.
remember when she came up and talked to us, but she gave us friendship bracelets, and we actually talked on social media afterwards. And now she's like, "Oh crap, my partner says I have to give you friendship bracelets at every at every game, so we win." That's her new superstition is giving us friendship bracelets, which I think is super awesome. So I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah,
And what
sure,
did I put? I text myself bracelets from Angie and
yeah,
Caitlin said hi. Oh,
oh
Caitlin
yeah,
came by and said hi.
yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, and then also we saw Sarah and met Sarah's girlfriend Sadie. So yeah, it
Hmm.
was super fun. It was just lots of people said hi, lots of people just, it was
Kristen's
fun.
wife came over. We love
Yeah, kiss.
her.
Yes,
Say hi.
say hi, please. And someone else, I think it was someone on Discord, Brian was showing us the thread on Discord that they said that they chickened out. And I'm like, please just come talk
Chicken
to us.
out.
Yeah,
We're
it's
so
just I'm
chill.
like,
Just
we are the
chill.
nerdiest nerds on the face of the planet. Like we just happen to have some mics and, some recording equipment. But other than that, like we're pretty nerdy ourselves. So
And
uh
100% we will forget your name.
well,
But
yeah, we're pretty bad at
yeah.
it.
So
But I'll
please don't
remember
take
your
that
face. I'll
personally.
always remember your face. That's who I am. I'll
She's
be
very
like, I know
vigilant.
you. I'll be like, I know you from
Yeah.
somewhere. You'll just have to remind me where I know you from. But yeah.
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 And
So
I'm very
audio, sure.
audio. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Lily and Serena, I met at the Trinket Exchange, and we had a whole talk about them. And so I have it in my memory. Like Serena's a hockey player, and she plays all the
Is
positions.
that the
And
mom and the daughter that
the mom
went
and her daughter that went
to
to
Vancouver,
that
the
went to
Vancouver
Vancouver
bus?
with us.
Yeah.
And the mom, I had this whole scenario in my like I need to remember you. There has to be an event. Like something had to have happened for me to remember your name and cement it in. So in my head I made this thing up where I tripped over Lily, and so now that's what I know it didn't happen, but I could.
Okay.
And that's how I'm gonna remember Lily and
Okay.
Serena.
There you go. That's
There
how
you go.
she remembered too, which is great. So
I did.
anyway, it was really great seeing everybody, and always come by and say hi to us. And if we're walking around, please just stop us and say something or yell "Gloves off Seattle." That's what Angie came down the stairs and she was like, "Gloves off Seattle." I
It
was
was
like,
very cute.
yes. I was like, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so now we have to get this is going to be the big, the big la la la. The third period. And it's funny because that was the Frost game too for other reasons why it was the
Hmm.
third period was the big deal. But it was the last 5 minutes of the game again. Like we I don't know why it feels like it comes on in the last 5 minutes for us. But it was just, again, it was trading back and forth, everything, in the beginning and the third. And then the last 5 minutes, there were one, two, three. 4 penalties.
Hmm. 2-2, right?
Oh, no, no, no. Those are in the first 5 minutes. These are in the last.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, in the first 5 minutes there was one, two, three penalties like immediately. Hannah Bilka and Zandy Hart went in the same one, and then I don't remember
Matching
this one.
minors.
Yeah, they had matching minors, and then I don't remember the third one. But then we went on. So then
Oh, the cross
it
checking.
was
I
three.
gotcha.
Yeah, it was 4-on-3 or 3-on-4, however you
Mm-hmm.
say that.
Four
So
on three.
yeah,
Yeah.
for 2 minutes. So and then again, I'm like. At that point, like I'm really like we're 10 minutes in, 12 minutes in
Are
to
we
third
ever gonna
period, and
see her?
we're not gonna hear our goal song. Like it's not gonna happen again. Like we're gonna go a whole nother game and not get a goal. And I'm just like, and it's funny because I was actually saying today, like I feel bad because we got Julia Gosling like scored two
Two
goals
goals in
in our
Vancouver.
yeah in Vancouver, and Hannah Bilka
Scored
she's the
again.
third goal. So it's like we have had franchise goals before. It's not like they haven't scored. I just think it was just like wanting to hear the goal song, being at home,
Yeah,
all
being
that.
at home was really important
Yeah.
because we wanted to be because you know what? Since I moved here, we go to the Ducks games when they play the bad K word, and it's hard. It's hard to root for the away team.
Right.
And in Vancouver, we were happy and we were there was a group of us, but it's
Yeah.
not the same when
Same.
the building
Yeah.
explodes.
Yeah.
When the building explodes, when you score at home and everyone is screaming and yelling,
Yeah.
and I get to
And
see
it
my
was
goal
fun to
routine.
hear Vancouver celebrate in Vancouver. Like
Yeah.
that was super fun. But it's so much different when it's your own team when you're rooting for. Anyway, so what happened was is that Christina Koltenkova, I'm sorry, I don't want to
Thank you, honey, because I'm not
butcher
going to
her
say
name.
it.
I know, my apologies, I
We
butcher
call
her.
her Culty.
Colty, and that is her nickname, and
Hmm.
she's cool with that. So Colty, and there's some speculation about what happened, but she was driving, they were
Into the corner.
into the corner with
Wilgren.
Vanna Wilgren, and Wilgren looked like she might have tripped or something and started kind of head down, and then she pushed from behind
Into the boards.
into the boards. And so what got called was major check from
And
behind.
it was reviewed.
It
So
was
it was
reviewed.
reviewed
So so
for a major.
let's talk about this because a lot of people might not know this is different than in the NHL, boarding is a thing. And is
Okay.
that a 2 minute or is that a five
It could
minute?
be 2 minutes. It could be 5 minutes. It could
Okay.
be, it could be 5 minutes with a 10-minute misconduct. It could,
Okay.
it could runs a gamut because it's very dangerous. It's a
Right.
very dangerous move. People have been paralyzed and
Right.
their neck has been broken. And and you got to go in the corner. You got to get the puck. You got to go there. But there has to be a measure of safety too.
Right. So anytime there is a incident involving someone's head, whether their head goes into the boards, whether their head goes down on the ice, whether their head gets
Elbowed by
elbowed
you
or
or
by your
cross
stick
stick
or
or
whatever the case might be, it
shoulder.
is an automatic review for a major penalty, which is a 5 minute penalty in the
Mhm.
PWHL. So it doesn't mean it will be. It doesn't mean that that is an absolute. It just means
They're
that
going to put it
they're
under
going
the
to,
microscope.
yes, they are going to review it 100% of the time. So it's an automatic. So there was a couple of times that there were reviews during this game, but this was a very long review, and it was like, okay, what the heck is going on? And on and on. And so anyway, it got called the 5 minute major, and then she also got the game misconduct, and that means she gets thrown out of the game.
Yeah.
So
So if it had happened earlier in the game, she would not have been able to return.
right, even though there was less than 5 minutes, I mean, yeah, there
There
was
was,
less than
yeah,
4 minutes left in the
4
game.
minutes.
There's
Yeah.
4 minutes left in the game at that point. So less than 5 minutes of the game, she would have been out the rest of the game no matter what because it was a 5 minute major. But because of the game misconduct, the 10 minute or the game misconduct, she has to leave the game altogether.
And probably everyone knows this, but we should talk about it because a 5-minute major is different than a 2-minute minor. A 2-minute minor, you're in the box for 2 minutes. If the other team scores, you come out. You come out of the goal. Or if there's a jailbreak goal, you come out of the goal. When there's a goal scored, someone's coming out of the box. A 5-minute major, you're in the box for 5 minutes. It doesn't
No
matter
matter
how many
what.
times is scored on you. If the other team scores a shorthanded, you're still in the box. There's no shorthanded goal in a 5-minute major in the PWHL. You're in the box for 5 minutes and that's it. And so, it doesn't, we could have scored 4 times. We could have scored 5 times.
Right.
We scored enough.
Right. So for the rest of the game, all this to say, so Colty Colty left the game. I she got kicked out of the game. It
No,
sounds very harsh.
it is, but
She's
she did. She got
yeah,
shot, had to leave.
she had to leave the game. And then so just so people, because I was very confused too, because I'm like, wait, there's somebody in the box. Why is there somebody in the box? Because they have
Somebody
to
has to serve it.
someone has to serve the
Yes.
penalty. And so they put another player, Savannah Norcross, which I don't even
Someone who was on the ice has to go out.
okay, so they put her in the box in Colty's place because Colty went back to the locker
Got
room.
an early shower.
She got an early shower, right? She got 4 minutes extra in the locker
Shower
room.
by herself.
Anyway, so all that to say, that I mean, so now we're on
On
a
the power
power
play.
play for the rest of the game, and
Take advantage.
oh yeah, we you could tell. I don't want to say desperate, but like there was such a hunger for
Hunger is a good word,
yeah,
babe. Hunger is a
yeah,
good word. Desperate, I don't like.
yeah,
Hunger, the hunger was there
yeah.
and you could feel it. It was palpable.
Yeah, it was. It was palpable, and it was just like I mean, like every chance, every time we got close, it was like,
Yeah,
ah,
the
ah.
entire crowd just like,
Yeah. Oh my
groaned
God.
and just it was the building was alive at
It
this
was,
point.
yeah. And so our little one was at that point, I mean, it's like
He was
10
so
o'clock.
tired.
It's
He had
10
gotten up
o'clock.
really
Yeah.
early
And
that
it's
morning.
10 p.m., which is very late for a
Very
kid, and
late for
that's
him.
much later than our kids
Yeah.
go to bed. And so, anyway, so he's losing it. I'm losing it because I'm like, I just want to hear. At this point, I'm like, I don't even care. Just, and I was like, if they score a goal right now, we're going to go into overtime and then we're going to have to stay later and he's going to lose it even more. So,
Yeah.
like, this is the difference in me being a parent at a game and me being a fan at
Fan
a
of the
game.
game.
Because at a fan at a game and without my kids, I'd be like,
Let's
yes,
go to
let's go to
OT.
overtime. Yeah, bonus hockey. And he was just like in a place where I'm like, oh, this is going to be even worse if we have to go to overtime. So
Oh my
anyway,
God.
yeah, so they're coming down, they're coming down and there was a pass okay, I want to pull it up because I don't want to say it right. Okay, so I think it went from Hannah Bilka to Hillary Knight to Alex Carpenter.
Yeah.
And it was she lobbed it up over her. Like, I mean, that was the one that
Mm-hmm.
it was up over their
The goalie.
goaltender. And I am not kidding you. Like, it took me a couple seconds to even hear the goal song. It was
The building
so loud.
exploded.
And the players said, because Ava did an interview with Hannah and Jenna afterwards, and she asked them, how did it feel to feel the goal song? And both of them were like, we couldn't hear it. It was so loud.
Yeah.
And so I just am like, that is awesome. But then when I finally like tuned in and heard the song, so the song is Misery Business by Paramore, I was like, yes.
She was so happy.
I'm like, we got a cool song. It's so awesome. And it was perfect because the lyrics of the song is it just feels so good. So it was amazing because it felt really good to finally get,
It really
and
did.
it just felt like the floodgates like were open at that point. It's like, okay, finally, like we finally got over this hump
Yeah.
of not being able to score at home.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I feel like I've been doing a lot of talking.
No, you have, but it's great. And I was happy because I finally
Oh
got to do
yes,
my
and then
goal
oh yeah, so
routine.
then yes, like that's the whole thing. The whole you talk about that. So
I've done it for years and I've sit at the back of the section and I knew I was going to do it. I told you last time I introduced myself to the front. I didn't do it this time. I'm like, I'm not going to jinx
yeah,
it.
she didn't want to jinx it by introducing herself to the people in the front to
But
tell them
yeah,
she was going to do this. Because she asked for consent. I remember we
I
talked about
did.
this last
Yeah,
week.
yeah,
She asked for consent.
yeah,
She
yeah, yeah.
didn't ask for consent this time.
Nope, nope. Just went down there and got my high fives. But I knew, I mean, my wife's struggling with our son. He was really melting down. And she was struggling, but I'm going. I'm going and I'm running down. And the stairs are just a little bit different. So I'm worried that I'm gonna face plant and then it's a whole nother trip because I gotta go to the ER. And so I ran down there and I'm high-fiving. I'm holding the handrail because I do not want to fall. I don't want to
I
fall. It's
got
very
I
embarrassing.
got a video of this and I will post it in the podcast. But and it's posted on social media. I put it up on social media. But
Yeah,
I got a video of this because I was like, okay, I have to get a video of her doing her goal celebration. Like I have to.
yeah.
So every goal. So
But every goal, I'll be there. And
So she ran, so she just like, let me logistically, she runs all the way down to the ice. Like we sit at the top of section 7, all the way down to the ice and comes all the way back up the stairs and high fives everybody along the way. And everybody was high fiving. I mean, everybody was really excited.
yeah,
And then you
one
met,
little girl that high-fived me. Her dad was, I had to lean in. She was like in the seat 3.
oh
I had to lean
yeah.
in and get a high five from her.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So if you sit in our section, if you sit in section 7 and you sit on that side, which is if you're facing the ice, it's the right hand side of the section, like you're
mhm.
gonna get a high five from Patty if we score. So
When we score.
yes, when we score.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, and so and then 22 seconds later, Hillary Knight was, I don't know, laying down in front of the goal and got one in. Like I have no idea how that goal happened because it was ridiculous. Like when you look back, I
The
think
goalie was laying down too, wasn't
everybody
she?
was double
There's a
hockey.
lot of laying down.
Yeah, Double Hockey Sticks did a meme that says mentally I'm here and it's the one it's like you can see Hillary's face where she's like trying to get it. It was great. I was like, yeah, mentally I'm here. That was the best. It was the best because it was just the ugliest. Like I mean, it was the ugliest goal, but it doesn't
Doesn't matter.
matter.
It was a
It
goal.
was a goal.
It was a goal.
So then Patty had to run again down.
Right down. And my legs are feeling it. I need to work out. I need to work out. I need to be better at that. I
Well,
need to be
Brian,
faster.
I'm gonna say Brian here, clink. We
Brian,
haven't clinked.
yes.
Brian dubbed it the CPA Stairmaster, so the Climate Pledge Arena Stairmaster. That's what we're gonna call it. It's Patty's CPA Stairmaster.
Love
So
it.
there you go.
Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah.
And when I came up for the second one, I didn't say it out loud because our little he was really
Yeah,
having a
who's
rough
losing
time.
it?
But I'm like, I'll go again. I'll go again. I don't care how long it takes
Well, at
me to
that
come up.
point, I was almost relieved because I'm like, thank God we're probably not going to go to overtime at this point.
Yes, she was
I was like,
very
the game is going to be over, which is great. So I
yeah.
was glad to hear the goal song again. And I mean, it was so electric. Like, just because you could feel the frustration. I don't know if you can hear the kids that, the second time I've done it today.
Third.
Anyway, he's laughing very loud. It's just ignore it if you can hear it. He's just
Laugh
giggling
along.
away.
It's very cute.
Yes. What was I saying?
The
Oh yeah, I
building
was
was
really glad. The building was electric. And you could just feel the tension. And it's funny because Chris's wife, and I need to learn your name and I
please
apologize
tell us your
because
name, Chris's wife.
you
You're
are
very
not Chris's
sweet.
wife. You are
No.
a person and I needed to learn your name. But she said to me, she's like, yeah, I would kept glancing over at you guys and you look so stressed. And I was like, I was so stressed.
Completely different experience.
I know. I was like, oh my gosh, are we really not gonna? I just was like, are we really not gonna score again for a second game in a row? I was starting to get worried. But anyway, long story short, second goal was not beautiful, but it went in, and that's
Doesn't matter.
all that matters.
Yeah.
And then
We shut
yeah,
it down. And we
in the
finished on
game
the power play. We finished on the power
we
play.
did.
Didn't score again, but we didn't have to. And it was beauty in motion.
It was. It was beautiful. It was great. So they announced the 3 stars. So we always stay. And I will actually shout out Ava. She gave hot tips for people who are new to hockey. After the game, if you stay, they announced the 3 stars. Every hockey game, doesn't matter, men, women, children, whatever. They announced 3 stars. And it's, for the professional leagues, it's the Associated, I don't know who it is, broadcast.
Associated Press. Yeah.
Somebody
It's the
decides.
journalists.
Journalists decide who the 3 stars are. So
Sit here.
I don't know. But so the 3 stars were Hillary Knight was #1 star, Alex
Alex
Carpenter
Carpenter
was
was
number
number
two. So
two.
they scored both, they both the goals.
Yeah. Time
Um,
and go ahead.
and then Hannah Murphy was 3rd star, which we were not that I mean, I'm not get throwing shade at
No
Hillary
shade at
Knight
all.
or
I
Alex
mean,
Carpenter.
he did
They,
it.
yes.
They really got us into it. But you know what? If Hannah hadn't been
Yeah.
there the entire game, we wouldn't have been in that position.
Yeah.
And I just really think she deserved first
For
star.
star. Me too. Because
Yeah.
she held us in that game the entire time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was able to go. Patty then, packed up the
Pick
kids
kid.
and went home because it was, 10:30 at that point. And I stayed after for the post game. And it was funny because I mean Steve is lovely and I love him as our coach. Everything about him. He's just great. He's so personable, like you said. He's so friendly. Just, and you could tell he was elated that we won. It was great. But then Hannah Murphy walks out with Alex Carpenter for us to interview. And I just like her without her mask, like she had her hair plopped up on top of her head. And I'm just like, I forget how young she is. Like she's 22. And I mean, I don't know how old our audience is, but my guess is our audience skews probably somewhere around our age. And I'm just like, wow, I'm old enough to be her mother. Like I could be Hannah Murphy's mom. Jeez. Anyway, so it was one of those moments of like she was such a professional and did such an amazing job and just like that mild recognition at that moment of like this was her first professional game and she killed it. Yeah, killed it. Yeah, so shout out Hannah Murphy. It was an amazing game and every game I feel like I get to be more and more of a goalie chick. So I think I'm just on the goalies for
Love
some
it.
reason. So yeah, it was great. It
Love
was
it.
great. So what else?
I was gonna say something else and I
Yeah,
totally
sorry.
lost it. No, no, it's fine. You didn't make me lose it. But it's gone. It was
Yeah,
from the end of the game. I don't know if it was the last of the
walking
game,
out.
walking out, you going to the presser.
Yeah.
I don't
Our
remember
oldest is now a fan. Like he's official. Oh, he thinks he's the
the good luck
he
charm.
thinks he's a good luck charm. That's what he said as we were leaving. He was like, "Oh, well, they won because I was here, right?"
Yeah, I remember what I was gonna say.
Oh, go ahead.
No, it was about Ava's tips, Hockey 365.
Oh yeah,
Ava's
yeah.
tip.
365 hockey.
365 Hockey Girl. I'm sorry. It's late. It's decaf. But for warm-ups, if you don't know, you can go anywhere for warm-ups. You don't have to stay in your seats. You can go
Right,
down to the glass. You can be
right.
anywhere you want for warm-ups and get there for warm-ups. They start a half an hour before the game. So
Yeah,
6:30 if it's a 7 o'clock game.
yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. So come down.
Yeah, it's fun. And she said this in her video that I mean, basically, like you can stand right up at the glass. So if you don't have
Oh,
the
she said that? I missed it.
She did, yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
sorry. My bad.
No, 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 no. If you have tickets at the at the sides, you can go down to the glass there. But we don't have tickets at the sides. We have tickets at the end. But you can still go down at the end, which honestly, it's a great place to watch. To watch because they're shooting goals. They're running. They're doing their warm up thing, and they're doing it right there. And like we stand in like the corner, and like that's where they line up to do their drills. So like we get to see them to like sit there and like they're joking with each other and that sort of
Yeah,
thing.
it's
So
really
it's
fun.
fun. It is fun. Like
Yeah.
it's definitely that is part of our hockey ritual is to go to warm up. So unless for some reason we can't be there, we'll always be there early to go to warm up. So
Yeah, always.
yeah. Okay, so we won, guys. Holy crap.
We won.
Um,
We know our goal song.
we know our goal song. Oh, we also know our win song.
Yeah.
So get right back to where you started from. I have no idea who it's by. I put it on a playlist, but that's our win song, which was really fun
We have a
too.
torrent playlist.
We do. I made a torrent because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put together a torrent playlist. But what was I gonna say? I was like recapping everything and
We
now I can't
won.
remember. We won.
He's
We won. Yes. So let's talk about standings because I think this is something we can start talking about now that we're getting into the season.
mhm.
I was looking at the standings. We moved up when we won, and then this weekend moved us back down. So
Because other people won.
because other people won. So we're in seventh now, which is okay. Well, it's a marathon. This is a marathon, not a sprint. And we've actually played less games than most of the people. So we've only played 3 games, and most of the other teams have played four or
Five.
five.
Yeah, four
Yeah,
or
four or
five.
five. So we have 3 games coming up like right in a row. So there is no game this week. This week is international break. So the rivalry series is on Wednesday and Saturday. They're playing in Edmonton. So
Wish
good
we
on
could
you.
go,
Yeah,
but
we
we
wish we
can't.
could go. But so
Jobs, kids.
yeah. Wednesday the 10th and Saturday the 13th, the rivalry games. I'm not sure where they're going to be, but you can Google it and find out where you can watch them at. But
Yeah.
so it'll be interesting because these are members of our team are going to go play on different teams and play against each other and
Or with
or with
people
people
that they would
they
normally
they
play
play against.
against.
So it'll be interesting. This is the warm up for the Olympics, right? So it'll be interesting to see how this week goes with these 2 games or I don't there might be more than 2 games, but there's 2 days of games. And then we get back into the week after that. Our next home game is on Wednesday the
December 17th.
17th. So just so everybody knows, because we're playing the Ottawa Charge and because Coach Carla has had a recent diagnosis of breast
We
cancer,
stand with Coach
we
Carla.
stand with Coach
Talk
Carla.
cancer.
We're gonna pink is the theme.
Pink's the color.
And someone actually on our social media also gave the idea of doing pink scrunchies for Jesse Aldridge's mom because I think her
It's her
birthday,
birthday.
I think
Jesse Aldridge's
it,
birthday
it is
is,
her
yeah, I
birthday on
think
the
it is on the
17th. Okay.
12/17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We also have
so
pink scrunchies.
yeah, so we're gonna do pink scrunchies. We don't have the hair for it. We're just gonna wear them on our wrists. But
Uh-huh.
that's another idea for in support if you don't have any pink gear or whatever.
And we'll have some extra ones, so come over and
Yeah,
get
come
one.
see us and we'll give you a pink scrunchie. But yeah, so just so everyone knows, wear something pink, do something just because to honor Coach Carla, obviously.
And
And
everyone fighting
everyone, yeah,
cancer.
everyone fighting cancer, breast
Yeah.
cancer. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew that. So yeah, December 17th is our next home game. Next week, I think on the podcast, I think we're gonna have a guest. Yeah, I'm excited about it. It'll be fun. We haven't had a guest in a little while, so we're gonna have a guest and we're just gonna keep trudging on, guys. It's weird to have a Wednesday game and then not have an episode until Monday. So I know it feels like we're talking about something that happened eons ago, but
Like 5
yeah, 5 days.
PWHL hockey games
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, and because everyone else has played this weekend, it's kind of weird
Yeah.
too, because I'm like, oh my gosh, so much has happened. But yeah, so we're on the others. Malcolm is
I know.
loving whatever they're watching on.
They're loving it.
They're loving it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
I don't
What's your last word? I
the
forget. You
last
need to do
word is
last word.
pink. I think it's
Oh,
pink. And we really need to show up because, cancer sucks and
yeah.
Coach Carla, Jesse's mom, just survivors are out there left and right. My cousin's battling it right now and, just it cancer sucks.
Yep,
So
for sure.
wear your pink and we love you.
Yeah, we're excited for next home game. So come out and cheer. I'd love to see as big of a crowd, if not bigger, than we had this last week. So
Yeah, we're
yeah,
ready.
we're ready.
Come say hi.
Yep. Okay, guys, that's it for this week. We will
Bye.
see you next week. Bye-bye. And that's the show. Tune in next time for another episode of Gloves Off Seattle.